but because the mode of any action follows the efficacy of the active principle, for it warms more, whose heat is more virtuous, it is necessary that the method of knowledge also follows the efficacy of the principle of knowing. Now light is predicted to be a kind of principle of divine knowledge, since by means of it the created intellect is raised to see the divine substance. It is necessary, therefore, that the mode of divine vision should be commensurate with the power of the aforesaid light. But the aforesaid light falls much short in virtue of the brightness of the divine understanding. It is impossible, therefore, that by this kind of light the divine substance can be seen so perfectly as the divine intellect sees it. But the divine intellect sees that substance as perfectly as it is perfectly visible. For the truth of the divine substance and the clarity of the divine intellect are equal, rather they are one. It is therefore impossible for the created intellect to see the divine substance as perfectly as it is perfectly visible through the foretold light. But everything that is comprehended by someone who knows it is known by him as perfectly as it is knowable. For he who knows that a triangle has 3 angles equal to 2 right angles, as if it were conceivable by a certain probable reason, because it is said so by the wise, has not yet understood this. But only he who knows this as something knowable, through the medium which is the cause. It is therefore impossible for the created intellect to comprehend the divine substance. Still, a finite force cannot equal an infinite object in its operation, but the divine substance is a kind of infinity by comparison with every created intellect. Since every created intellect is limited under a certain species, it is impossible, therefore, that the vision of any created intellect should be adequate in seeing the divine substance, that is, seeing it perfectly as it is visible. Therefore, no created intellect comprehends it. Further, every agent acts perfectly insofar as he fully participates in the form which is the principle of operation. Now the intelligible form in which the divine substance appears is the divine essence itself. Even if it becomes the intelligible form of the created intellect, yet the created intellect does not grasp it according to its entire power. Therefore he does not see her as perfectly as she is visible. Therefore it is not comprehended by the created intellect. Again, nothing included exceeds the bounds of the inclusive. Therefore, if the created intellect comprehended the divine substance would not exceed the limits of the created intellect, which is impossible. It is therefore impossible for the created intellect to comprehend the divine substance. But it is not thus said that the divine substance is seen by the created intellect, yet is not comprehended, as if something of it is seen and something is not seen, since the divine substance is altogether simple, but because it does not seem so perfectly created by the intellect as it is visible, by which means the thinker is said to know the demonstrative conclusion, but not to comprehend it, because he does not perfectly know it, that is, by way of knowledge, although there is no part of it which he does not know.